sometimes we can feel a little bit beastly. But today we're talking about none other than Beauty and the Beast. If you do not know me, my name is Skylar Wren. I am a fairy tale author, artist, and enthusiast, and I believe that fairy tales show us the deeper patterns of reality. I talk about this all the time, but a lot of times in these princessy kind of stories, the prince can represent like our dreams, the divine, abundance, wishes fulfilled. This story is really beautiful because actually it's Beauty, it's Belle that represents these things. The transcendental beauty that's above and beyond anything you can really quite put a name to. It's hard to describe beauty. In this story, we are a little bit more like the beast. And what is a beast? Hungry. There's a quote from Oscar Wilde that I love that says, "Man is hungry for beauty. There is a void." Dostoevsky said that beauty will save the world. This is a story that shows us exactly how. So we know that an enchantress comes and she curses the prince because he lacks charity. So she curses him to be as ugly on the outside as he is on the inside. Horns and all, so we're getting kind of like a devilish nature, a little bit of a fallen nature here. She also curses his servants to be utensils or tools. I think this part is so beautiful and really insightful because what is it that people who are beastly and lacking charity do? They treat the people around them that are supposed to be their friends, supposed to be their helpers, their community, like something to be used, a tool. This taps into kind of like the utilitarian nature of society, of the world, and how the world so often tends to be or fall into when it's lacking charity. Only Beauty can save him. Who loved him first? He was still yet a beast. So a large part of the original story is actually Belle wandering through the castle. She's wandering through the beast's castle and she's entering all these different rooms. Well, the castle itself is a symbol of the beast. It has this hard and menacing exterior, but an interior that's very beautiful and interesting and worth exploring and worth uncovering the mysteries of. There are 7 rooms that Beauty explores. The room of mirrors, the gallery of pictures, a room of every musical instrument, a library of every book. There's a room for arts and crafts, there's a room for birds and animals, and also the garden outside. Last is the room of windows, and each one is coming alive and giving her a beautiful show. This castle, it's originally dark and it's sparse, but as it comes alive, she makes her home within it. What I really love about this fairy tale is that Beauty is personified. Beauty is a person. It's interesting because it takes that transcendental value and it personifies it. I think that she shines brightly on the things that lead our minds to perhaps another person that personifies beauty, perhaps your higher power, whoever that may be for you. When Beauty finally accepts the beast and loves him in his beastly form, the beast is saved. All the people in the beast world cease to be tools. He becomes who he really is supposed to be. I love this quote from C.S. Lewis where he says, "We do not want merely to see beauty. We want something else which can hardly be put into words, to be united with the beauty we see, to pass into it, to receive it into ourselves, to bathe in it, to become part of it. That is why we have peopled air and earth and water with gods and goddesses and nymphs and elves." We're so hungry for it. We need that beauty. We need to be ingesting it. We need to be taking it in. We need to be living inside of it, having it live inside of us, devouring beauty like our life depends on it, because it does. I love this fairy tale. I love how it reminds us that beauty will save the world, that beauty will save ourselves. I love how it causes us to ask, what is beauty? Who is beauty? Where is beauty? And that just little internal reflection of, where am I being a little bit beastly? Where could beauty save me? What are some areas in which I'm starving? That is all for today's little deep dive. Let me know if you want a part 2, and of course, follow along for more fairy tale adventures. But for now, and as always, I love you so much.